Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Thieves target a local Sunnyside business, what the cameras captured.
Plus, a Florida teenager saw something on TikTok, then said something. How Kamiakin High School is showing their appreciation for his actions.
And 16 years of service leads to the next chapter, the new role for a familiar face in Tri-Cities law enforcement.
And Stacy, will we see wet conditions by the weekend?
We're tracking that, but right now we see lots of sunshine, cool, crispy air, and fall foliage. I'll give you your rest of the week forecast coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this midweek edition of Apple Valley News Now, live at 5. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is October the 15th. First at 5, not all heroes wear capes, and some even live 3,000 miles away. That's at least the story of Ryan, a Florida boy who helped stop the threat made against Kamiakin High School last month. Ryan was apparently scrolling through TikTok in September when he came across a disturbing video that looked like a plan to attack a school. After showing the video to family members, his parents contacted a Florida FBI office, who then identified the school as Kamiakin and contacted local authorities. After hearing about Ryan's story, the school is putting together a package to show its appreciation.
Yeah, we wanted to give him a little bit of Kamiakin gear because he's kind of a part of the Brave family now after what he did for us, and also the letters just showing how much his actions meant to all of the students and staff here at Kamiakin.
Students say they've already collected more than 100 letters to send as a thank you.
All right, we're going to get to the rest of the headlines in just a bit, but we got to talk about weather now.
We absolutely do. We are joined by Apple Valley News Now Stacy Lee with low temperatures tonight. Also, could we see rain return?
That's all good questions, but right now let's enjoy the fall foliage. Check it out. This is our Legends Casino Skycam in Richland. Beautiful day, clear skies, which means the cold air is going to move in once again tonight. So another chilly one out there. Right now, 59 degrees. The winds are light at 5 miles per hour. Look for that sunset tonight at 6:09. Temperatures are pretty mild all through the area, albeit below average for this time of year. Now, we do have some cold alerts in place, mainly in the northern portion of our viewing area, Mattawa, Royal City, Vantage, and George, Othello area, also under a frost advisory tonight. Look at our low temps once again down in the 30s tonight. We're going to pop up briefly, and then we're going to drop back down on Friday, and then get ready for much more active weather into the weekend. For Yakima, once again down to that freezing level, but no freeze advisories in place. Now, we're going to stay dry through Saturday, but Saturday night into Sunday, that's when we're going to see the big changes weather-wise. Temperatures overnight, cold. Definitely want to grab a coat as we're going to be down in the 30s. And planning your night out tonight, we're going to see temps in the 50s by about 6 p.m., down in the 40s by 8. So if you're heading out the door, grab a coat. So just to recap, clear and chilly, winds picking up on Friday. Those temperatures are staying below average. And then we have weekend shower chances. I'll show you exactly when to expect those coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Stacy, thanks. Now to a crime alert out of Sunnyside in Yakima County. A local business there is in need of your help, and your help comes with a reward. Sylvia's Professional Tax Services had her central heating and air unit stolen right off her business property. According to her surveillance footage, Sylvia alleges the theft occurred around 1 in the morning over the weekend. She says she noticed it was gone when she went into work on Monday morning. Although there were no cameras where the unit was located, her front camera did catch the alleged suspect. It appears to be a slim man with white tennis shoes, brown pants, and a black hoodie that was circulating her business. She thinks she knows why someone could have allegedly stolen her unit.
The scrap yards do pay for copper, and it looks like that's one of the reasons why most thieves are looking, is to make about $30 to $40 is what they would be getting with our basically destroyed unit and our stolen property.
Sylvia says if you think you might know who stole the unit, and if your tip leads to the arrest of who did it, she will offer a $500 reward.
Emergency responders are still searching for a man who went missing in the Columbia River yesterday. He was separated from his kayak and called for help. The Walla Walla Sheriff's Office says the operation is being treated as a search and rescue in hopes that the missing man is still alive. First responders were able to recover the man's kayak and personal belongings out of the water yesterday, which were found near Hanson Loop in Burbank. The Walla Walla Sheriff's Office says a search team resumed the operation today around 4 p.m. A 16-year Washington State Patrol veteran transitions to a new role after years of connecting with Tri-Cities residents. Trooper Daniel Mosqueda has served Benton, Franklin, and Walla Walla counties since graduating from the State Patrol Academy. The Pasco High graduate recently stepped down from leading the El Protector program, a community outreach effort focused on traffic safety and building trust with Latino and Spanish-speaking residents. Mosqueda now serves as Public Information Officer for WSP's District 3, covering much of Eastern Washington.
Sometimes you wonder, like, what's the meaning behind the badge, right? Well, of course, you grow up and you realize it's not all about the badge. It's more than that. It's about the community you serve. It's about the agency you represent and the thousands of people you get to meet during your career field.
Mosqueda says his new position allows him to continue what drives him most, connecting law enforcement with the communities they serve, while helping to keep Eastern Washington roads safe. Trooper Carlos Mata now leads the El Protector program.
In local living now, a new lodge in Prosser is nearing completion, and it's designed to serve disabled veterans looking for peace and healing in the outdoors. The lodge, which sits on a veterans ranch off of Case Road in Prosser, was started by the group of Friends of Disabled Veterans as a place where vets can stay and heal at no cost. Well, now construction is wrapping up on the new 40 by 60 lodge and learning center built to accommodate veterans with all kinds of disabilities. The new facility will expand the group's programs, which already include a 3.2-mile walking trail and an archery range built with help from community donations and a grant from Kisa Credit Union.
The 40 by 60 Lodge and Learning Center will create an environment where families and veterans can come up and they can just go on the 3.2-mile walking trails, or they can bingo or whatever they want to do.
Moore says once the lodge opens, he expects the ranch to serve up to 5,000 veterans per year, offering a safe space for connection, rest, and healing.
Today, a vote to fund the government failed for a 9th time.
Democrats are now demanding any spending plan includes changes to certain health care provisions, while Republicans insist that debate happens another day.
Meanwhile, hundreds of thousands of people are left without work or forced to work without pay. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest now from Washington, D.C.
A 9th vote in the Senate today to fund the government ended as it started, with little common ground between each side of the political aisle. But a key decision from a judge today could change how many people are caught in the crosshairs. A San Francisco judge ruled the administration must stop firing people during the government shutdown, saying the cuts are politically motivated. As the government shutdown begins its 3rd week, roughly 4,000 federal workers have been laid off, with another 750,000 furloughed, not expecting a paycheck until the shutdown ends.
Is really scary. And, luckily I paid my rent this month, but probably a lot of my other bills are going to go unpaid.
The main sticking point, whether to restore Republican cuts to Medicaid and extend Obamacare-era subsidies. This woman from Iowa says she depends on Medicaid and is terrified of how the cuts will affect her.
There are 600,000 other Iowans just like me who can't live without Medicaid.
It's an issue Democrats insist on addressing in order to reopen the government.
We are ready, we are willing, and we are able to negotiate a bipartisan spending agreement that actually meets the needs of the American people.
Republicans, meanwhile, are adamant on passing a temporary spending bill or continuing resolution that addresses the essential parts of keeping a government open, saying they'd rather take up the health care issue later.
We've got to get the lights turned back on, and Chuck Schumer and the Democrats need to vote to do that so we can get back to regular legislative sessions.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is warning Americans this could be one of the, quote, longest shutdowns in U.S. history.
Following this newscast, ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of tensions over ICE immigration raids and President Trump's warning to Hamas.
A local effort is warming hearts and feet across the Tri-Cities. A community sock drive is underway, aiming to bring comfort to those in need.
So At Home Staffing is presenting the annual Caroline Valdez Socks for the Soul drive, running now through November 11th.
Organizers say there's nothing like a new pair of socks, especially for those facing hardship.
Donations will go to organizations including the Tri-City Union Gospel Mission and other local nonprofits. Multiple drop-off locations are available across Richland, West Richland, Kennewick, and Pasco, including city halls, libraries, banks, and local businesses.
Doing this in honor of my grandmother, who used to give socks every year to us for Christmas, and she had a ton of kids and a ton of grandkids, and it was just something that we always looked forward to. And she would always say, you know, there's nothing like a new pair of socks. And when she passed, we really missed that. It's touching to me that we get to share that with everybody else.
The goal this year is to collect 5,000 socks.
For a full list of drop-off sites, just head to our website, applevalley.newsnow.com. Your news on this Wednesday is just getting started. Up next, a Tri-Cities area nonprofit expanding to help more families when renovations on their new facility will begin.
And Stacy's coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. Look at those trees. We've got some oranges and reds in that photo right there. Make sure you also scan that QR code on the side of your screen there to get our Apple Valley News Now weather app. We'll be right back after this.
As a funeral home owner, I see firsthand how important it is to have a coroner who treats families with care and professionalism. That is why I am supporting Marshall Slight. Marshall has the experience, the integrity, and the compassion that his job demands. When it comes to serving our community through life's most difficult moments, Marshall is the right guy. On Election Day, please join me in voting for Marshall Slight for Yakima County Coroner.
Paid for by Committee to Elect Marshall Slight.
First, at Shriners Children's, the world's most advanced scoliosis procedures are born here. In fact, we deliver access to the world's best doctors for nearly every pediatric orthopedic condition. We're delivering care without compromise is our promise. And kids can just be kids. Because being first always starts with empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Injured in a car wreck or slip and fall? We're right here, your neighbors, your lawyers, fighting for you. Call the local experienced team who cares. Call the home team, where you meet your attorney in person. When you need help, hire the home team who fights for you. More cash for your crash. Capuzza Lighty, accident injury lawyers. Local, experienced, ready to fight for you.
Wheel of Fortune Live, America's game show, comes to your hometown in this thrilling live theatrical experience. Contestants are randomly selected from the audience to solve puzzles and win big. Live at Legends Event Center, Saturday, November 15th and Sunday, November 16th. Don't miss your chance to spin it to win it. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and at the Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Wheel of Fortune Live.
We're happy to gift you and your organization $1,000.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.
This month's volunteer count win goes to Terry Fleischman with the Tri-City Sunrise Rotary Club. She's being recognized for years of giving back.
It does your heart good, there's no doubt. In today's world, we need that so much more.
than anything else in terms of building relationships and being able to reach out and recognize when people need help.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Jay Delia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. Lutheran Community Services Northwest is expanding to better serve youth and families in the Tri-Cities.
Yeah, the nonprofit announcing plans to move into a new 38,000 square foot facility at the former Amazon building on West Canal Drive in Kennewick.
The move will consolidate operations from 2 older locations into one modern trauma-informed space.
We have been tight on space for quite some time, and that has hindered our ability to grow our programs and serve more youth and families here in Kennewick. So with the new space and with the ability to grow programs, that will allow us to serve more youth and families who have such need here in our community.
Renovations on the new building are expected to begin next November, with staff moving in by August of 2026. Lutheran Community Services is also seeking community support and grant funding to help complete the project. The organization has provided mental and behavioral health services in Benton and Franklin counties for more than 6 decades.
Elijah Family Homes is inviting the community to join them for breakfast later this month, and it's all for a good cause. The nonprofit will host its 10th annual Elijah Family Homes Breakfast on October 24th at the Hapo Center in Pasco. The free community event starts at 7 a.m., and organizers say it's a chance to celebrate 20 years of helping families in recovery find stability and hope. Guests will hear inspiring client stories, enjoy breakfast from CG Public House, and learn about key housing initiatives, including the Cottage Home Project, which focuses on providing affordable, supportive housing for local families.
But this is a great opportunity for them to hear more about our Cottage Home Project, our Sunrise Village project, and get to know us as an organization and the work that we do in the community.
Organizers say anyone can attend, but they are asking people to RSVP ahead of time so they can plan ahead.
Well, the Seattle Seahawks made a stop in Union Gap to visit Los Hernandez Tamales as a part of their happy hour with the Seahawks series. In partnership with Intentionalist, the Seahawks are celebrating Hispanic-owned local businesses during Hispanic Heritage Month. Los Hernandez Tamales has been a popular food destination since 1990 and won the James Beard Award in 2018. Seahawks legend Max Strong, Seattle's mascot Blitz, and Seahawks dancers were in attendance for a meet and greet with fans.
Yeah, the owner here is phenomenal, and just to know that his tamales are just worldwide famous, known all over the world. Like people from Japan and from France are asking for his food, and I think that's especially for a small town like this, I think that's something special. So just grateful that he's a fan, he's a Seattle Seahawk fan, and I'm glad to be here.
Union Gap was the second and final stop on the trip for the Seahawks. They first visited My Little Restaurant in Sela.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And if you've never tried a Los Hernandez tamale, go get one. They are delicious. All right, speaking of Yakima, take a look at the Yakima Valley. Lots of sunshine. It's a beautiful afternoon, albeit on the chilly side. 60 degrees right now in Yakima. Winds are light at 5. Our humidity at 35% and our sunset at 6:09. All right, here's the weather setup for tomorrow. Now, you do see moisture along this track. However, we're not going to be seeing that moisture tomorrow, but that's the setup. We're also going to start to see gusty winds developing late tomorrow night into Friday, 15 to 35 mile an hour gusts through the region, and then get ready for the wet weather. That will start to infiltrate our area Saturday night into Sunday. We could see a little bit of rain through the region. And why and what's going on weather-wise? Well, we are in a La Nina pattern right now. That's official now, and it's probably going to last through part of winter. It may peter out in the later part of winter just before spring, but that makes us wetter than normal with that moisture coming in and the jet stream coming down out of Alaska. So that's kind of the setup so far as we head into the later part of fall. Now, our temperatures stay below average for the next 7 days at our lower elevations. We're going to be in the 50s and 60s, kind of what you've been seeing all week. And once again, That's thanks to La Nina, and again, cooler temperatures will be in the region, it looks like, for this point going forward. So some of our overnight lows are going to warm up, but those daytime highs staying on the chilly side. Overnight tonight, again, cool. We do have some frost advisories up in the northern section of our forecast area. Most of us down right above or at the freezing level overnight tonight. Ellensburg and Sunnyside, the cold spots at 31 degrees. We'll see 32 for Tri-Cities, 34 in Yakima. Let's take a look at your day tomorrow. A little chilly there in the morning out the door. You'll be up in the 50s and 60s, though, in the early afternoon. Tri-Cities temperatures very chilly at the bus stop. 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be in the 30s there, so bundle up. Walla Walla also in the 30s to start the morning out, 60s by the mid-afternoon. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. Now, you're going to see those breezy winds picking up even more so on Friday, and then we'll have a little like in-between day, and then here comes those showers. Now, the showers will start to develop here Saturday night into Sunday, about a 50% chance. Temperatures staying just below our average in the 60s with those overnight lows in the 30s. Here's what it looks like in Yakima. Similar conditions there, but you can see those overnight lows warming back pretty good, well above that freezing zone for the Yakima area. Ellensburg, a little on the cooler side, and we're going to see even gustier winds there. We'll see those winds 35 and 40 miles an hour developing Thursday into Friday and topping out on Friday with the windy conditions. And then look for those rain showers on Sunday. Walla Walla, 60s, going to be a wet one on Sunday. So take advantage of that Friday and Saturday. Those days are looking pretty good, as well as tomorrow. And then Hermiston also looking at a wet day on Sunday. Slight lesser chances of rain there, however, but those breezy winds will definitely pick up, and look for those strong gusty winds on Sunday. So fall is here. It's feeling like fall. The leaves are changing. It's like it's getting real. And La Nina, that's the big story that has definitely taken place, which makes the skiers, the snow people happy. That means probably more snow in the mountains, but it's not supposed to last the entire winter. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But it'll be this up and down pattern of like a system every other day. So this is when weather gets busy.
Well, and we know you'll be on it.
That's right.
All right. Well, still ahead, how the Grant County Sheriff's Office is recognizing a man's life-saving actions. That's in tonight's Spotlight.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
Right now, US Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models. We are professional grade.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
Time now for the Spotlight. The Grant County Sheriff and staff presenting an award recognizing one man's heroic actions. Noe Venegas Carreno was presented with the Life Saving Award this week. This comes after recently rescuing a stranger from a burning car crash in April. Have an idea for the Spotlight? You can send it to us through any of our social media platforms or our email, news@applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, what's next?
The reason to smile, and one final look at your weather forecast.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
As a funeral home owner, I see firsthand how important it is to have a coroner who treats families with care and professionalism. That is why I am supporting Marshall Slight. Marshall has the experience, the integrity, and the compassion that this job demands. When it comes to serving our community through life's most difficult moments, Marshall is the right guy. On Election Day, please join me in voting for Marshall Slight for Yakima County Coroner.
Paid for by Committee to elect Marshall Slight.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all Silverado 1500 models.
See your community Chevy dealers.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get deals on breakfast, which comes in handy when you've got the whole family in town.
Buy one, add one for $1. Now with Sausage McGriddles and more breakfast favorites. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
They're not fancy. No leather seats, no powerful sound systems, but they have wheels, seat belts, and AC. These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens. Because Apple Valley News Now is everywhere you need us to be.
Reporting live here in downtown Richland,
Yakima,
Tri-Cities, Walla Walla.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station leads the way with local news you trust. Oh, and when you see one of our cruisers, please go ahead and wave. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side. And welcome back. And we wait for it, and I have been getting lots of photos in. Come take a look at your screen. This one is Clouds, Colors, and a Bee from our good friend Dee Hahn. It's the bee's knees, Dean. Get the QR code right there on top of your screen. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime Dental Care. Keep those photos coming. We love them. And that's a pretty one right there. All right, real quick, let's look at that fall foliage. I kind of talked about this last night. It's in bloom, so it's a good weekend to maybe head up towards the hills. However, we could see some wind and maybe a little rain up there. Cold in the morning. Look at those temperatures out the door. So if you have to wait by the bus stop in the morning, definitely want to bundle up. 50s by the middle of the day, 60s. So pretty close to what it was today for tomorrow. More sunshine again. And then things change this weekend, just in time for the weekend, right?
All right, we'll be ready. Thank you so much.
Right.
And thank you for joining us.
Hoping your news is good news. We're back at 6.
Have a great night.